The whistleblower is a healthcare worker who was on the night shift in the restricted ward of a psychiatric hospital. In the early hours of that morning, a strange noise suddenly came from the isolation corridor, which was supposed to be strictly locked and completely empty. Confused, he pulled up the security footage, initially thinking it was just a non-compliant patient who had snuck out. But as the camera zoomed in, he realized it wasn't a patient at all. Here comes the detail that will send chills down your spine. Look closely at its head. Under the infrared night vision lens, there is absolutely no way a human eye could emit that kind of cold, piercing, eerie reflection in the dark, just like a wild beast. Furthermore, the door to this ward was clearly locked tight from the outside that night. So, where on earth did this thing, crawling in the dark and smiling at the camera, come from? Is it truly still human? On the surface, this mysterious footage, which has racked up millions of views online, looks like nothing more than a casual video of a few young people having a casual drink. At first glance, most people would be drawn to the girl's bright smile in the foreground, or the tipsy companion in the background. But what truly makes your hair stand on end isn't the main characters pushed into the spotlight, but the absolute anomalies hidden in the out-of-focus light and shadows, completely ignored by everyone's subconscious. To those on the scene, this person's appearance was incredibly jarring because everyone around her was celebrating, either singing or hyping up the mood, while she alone kept her head down, remaining dead silent the entire time. Hundreds and thousands of netizens left the exact same comment below. Apologies for seeing you without permission. I pray for protection. When a real-life party overlaps in the exact same frame with classic symbols of urban legends, white dress, long hair, and a vengeful spirit, how are we supposed to make sense of this? In an era where you can't even trust your own eyes, a seemingly ordinary clip of astronauts preparing to exit a spacecraft has triggered a massive uproar across the internet. Some say it tears away a massive lie that certain institutions have covered up for decades, while others claim it's just another bottomless attempt to smear them for the sake of viral traffic.
Specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen taking their first steps outside for their historic test flight. To a wonderful applause from the crowd. They're looking really excited.
Some big
really
smiles.
Ready.
I love that.
It's a great day for us. Great day for this team.
A few words from Reed. Great day for us, the team, he said. Thumbs up, more thumbs up. Of course, a lot of pictures. We hear some camera shutter clicks back there. I love it.
Look at the two bystanders on the left side of the screen taking photos with their phones. They were holding up their phones and filming the whole way, but there is absolutely no one in their phone screens. Where are the astronauts? Why are they missing from the cameras? What on earth is the truth here? This is footage captured by a Chinese explorer while investigating an abandoned crematorium. Right now, he is searching the columbarium where ashes are stored, with the names of the deceased written on every single niche. The surroundings are terrifyingly silent, with nothing but the sound of the explorer's own breathing.
很多了，铁铁，5万人骨灰堂，你说这里边又得多少个铁铁？全是啊，铁铁啊！哎，5万人骨灰堂，操他奶奶个啥！这也是，这也是。哎，我的妈！我操！我的妈！
If I'm not mistaken, that hand seems to be moving. And the explorer's reaction at this point is simple. Run and don't stop for a single second. The boy in the video had just lost his beloved older sister a few days prior. Shrouded in immense grief, he sits in a chair, staring blankly into space. Right at that moment, a white balloon that had been sitting still in the corner suddenly levitated into the air without warning. As if guided by a pair of invisible hands, the balloon floated slowly and with clear purpose straight toward the boy. The boy didn't pay much attention at first until the balloon made its next move, sending chills down the entire family's spines. When the balloon floated next to the boy, it miraculously slowed down and lowered itself, gently pressing against the boy's arm with incredible tenderness, just like a living person would. Countless people have tried to explain this away with drafts and static electricity, but the family firmly believes it was the sister who had just passed away coming home one last time to say her final, gentle goodbye to her favorite little brother in this way. The creator behind the Insomnia channel has been sharing the hauntings in his house lately. According to his description, there might be something unknown lurking in his home. The first to notice the anomaly was actually the dog, and immediately after, that little object looked as though it was thrown out by some kind of force. It feels to me like an invisible person kicked it. Do you agree with my theory? But in reality, the creator had already encountered an even more bizarre incident a few days prior. Judging by the shadow under the door, it's obvious that someone just walked past from the outside. That leads to the garage, and the creator went to check it out, but there was truly nothing there. All it got in return was a ruthless complaint from the creator. So how do we explain the supernatural phenomena happening in his house? According to him, 6 years ago, he visited the basement of an abandoned factory in Mexico City, where he encountered an unexpected situation. Looking at these circumstances, could the paranormal activity in his house be linked to that exploration 6 years ago? Could he have brought something unknown back home with him because of that trip? What's your take on this? Let me know. This real nighttime surveillance footage, which has been shared millions of times and leaves people caught between laughter and fear, captures an incredibly bizarre moment. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, the room was dead silent, and a man was fast asleep in a sweet dream. Suddenly, the woman beside him sat straight up without any warning. Her eyes were closed, and her entire being exuded a spine-chilling, abnormal aura.
Sonambulismo gravado parte 49. Fui dormir pensando na Virgínia e no Zé Felipe, pois só passa isso na internet agora.
E não sou eu, vai ser quem o amor teu. Só você não percebeu que só tem eu. Volta, pelo amor de Deus.
The poor husband was instantly jolted awake from his dream by this off-key singing, almost having an out-of-body experience on the spot. After catching his breath, he began to comfort his wife. Luckily, she didn't do anything else besides singing. Many people left comments saying, "This isn't sleepwalking, she is absolutely possessed by a pop singer." Actually, I share the same view because the surveillance camera in this lady's house has captured even more terrifying footage before. At first, she thought it was her husband stroking her hair, but she instantly realized that he wasn't even in the room, and there was absolutely nothing behind the chair. So where did this hand come from? What is the ultimate answer? Do you have any thoughts? This real late-night surveillance footage captures a terrifying moment that science simply cannot explain. It was 1:06 a.m., the room was dead silent, the individual was fast asleep in bed, and a dog was quietly guarding the foot of the bed. Suddenly, the girl, who was covered by her blanket, bolted straight up into a sitting position without any warning. Animal instincts are often sharper than humans. The dog, who was sitting at the foot of the bed and used to its owner's daily routine, seemed to see something utterly terrifying the exact second the girl bolted up. Some say this is an extreme manifestation of sleep paralysis, while others are convinced she was forcefully possessed by something unclean. What do you think is really going on here? A gentleman who had just returned home noticed that the room, which was supposed to be completely empty, seemed to have some anomalies under the cover of the dark night. Just like that, the thing vanished. I wonder if this could just be light and shadow projected from the window? What do you think? My friends, do you still remember the silhouette that faintly emerged in the dying glow of the candle flame at the end of the last episode? An ordinary person facing something like this would probably have packed up and moved overnight. But our paranormal vlogger has some seriously massive courage. Just a few days later, he actually returned all by himself, braving the late-night freezing wind, to this heavy ruin that faces north. Stepping on the creaking broken bricks, it was so quiet that he could only hear his own breathing. You have to remember, he was almost dragged away alive by that evil spirit in the last episode. The bound spirits in this house who cannot enter reincarnation have reached the peak of their resentment toward the living. Last time, the vlogger narrowly escaped thanks to his talismans and pure luck. But this time, will the thing inside let him off so easily again? In the darkness, it seems something has begun to quietly creep toward him once more.
抱怨手艺，这就不知道了。一天呢，它会有出现很多一些状况，它不可能一件事物是一直保持的，所以门开不开，其实对我来说都无所谓，因为每天的凶吉煞位都需要当时来推算。四柱里面啊，比如像我们按照年月日时辰，高手的话一般是按照时辰去推算，正好我就是按时辰来的，每个时辰精确到时辰。无定龙盘。哎呦我去，今天这个有点邪乎呀，有点邪性。好安静啊，一点声音都没有，而且指针非常稳定。兄弟们，还记不记得我告诉过大家两种情况，一种就是这里根本没有东西，它才会那么稳定。第二种就是这里有特别厉害的东西，它非常临时，就它能集中自己的能量，它能够集中自己的能量。那么你们觉得这个地方是第一种还是第二种？觉得是第一种的打1，觉得是第二种的打2。因为我现在真的你们是任何声音都听不到，我自己连指针动都不动。说今天晚上可能真的是大战啊，真的啊，一点都不动。我操，走吧，看来又是子时，到子时由我来借这个东西啊。
The vlogger just used his talismans to survey the situation here. He says the mysterious entity present must be very powerful, but right now we don't see anything. I wonder what will happen next.
仔细看一下啊，我看一下这些是什么？双黄连口服液，看一下是什么药品？不太可能吧？这个地方怎么可能？哎，等一下，怎么可能有什么那种？感冒药啊，这个是感冒发热。哎，这是什么意思啊？这是让我走吗？请问你们会？走出去看看。哦，这个房间没看。没有风啊！越是这样，我越想把这个地方看清楚。我先越不出去，好不好，兄弟们？因为今天晚上 关系很大，如果不搞清楚的话，可能对我会产生很大的影响，这很可能是一个家教，而且是有老师的。这不可能是风，因为风根本不可能吹得动。这个是之前有的吧？
The vlogger noticed some strange things, but what he doesn't know is that this is only the beginning.
听到没有？好像柜子关门，好像柜子关门的声音。监理命令执行放。先不管，先把我们自己的正事先摆开，好吧？
The vlogger says he is now going to start setting up a ritual array to lure out the mysterious entity here. I wonder if he will succeed.
来了啊！好，哇，这个有点臭了。
喂，身份证件员。
明晰过后，3关灯，1关阳关在，2关是过环。我现在先布3关，大家仔细观察。 七星灵桥四古洞，脚踏实干，放火魂，四力四魂，心灵引，烛火一灯，香桥灵灵引，心灵引，过去。 好像要出来了。找回提气星。七星靠背，稳住！好像有东西要出来了。 神灵引，四个元魂，元魂引动，四魂引再引，要进了，来了， 香全灭了！哇！啊！什么东西？不是，他不是钻进去了，好像被抓回去了，因为刚刚有东西在弄我的香全灭了，现在什么东西在弄我的香
？The vlogger had actually successfully lured out the ghost of the old woman, but midway through, the ritual array was destroyed, and her spirit was dragged back by some kind of force. At this moment, the vlogger also sensed that some force seemed to want to keep him here as well.
我感觉已经来了，应该在我周围。来，兄弟们，我们转一下看一下，因为我现在门这边是这样打开的，我想这样子，我先拿蜡烛，不行，这个位置没定对，因为蜡烛没反应。留个生门八卦，后面怎么了？生门八卦留在这儿，走。喂！怎么出去？背靠阳关脚踏岗，事故七星，点森林。这门关上了，我想办法，这个门不能动了。窗户吧。再不出去，我可能出不去了。我先出去好吧，兄弟们。好，是时候展现了。神灵镇家园。啊，我卡住了。啊，完了，这个窗户有点高。啊！我烧我的屁股了！我操！哦。八卦不要了！我操！
Fortunately enough, the window wasn't closed. The vlogger jumped out of the window, but can he truly escape?
辣的一只，灭了。小心啊，可能出来了。可能出来了，小心啊！客请三清，一群左是伏魔剑。走，脚踏三纲步履将。 灭了，而且是瞬间灭的，我根本来不及救，而且没有风。大家知道，如果是普通的一点点的话，我是能够让它燃起来的，但这一瞬间根本来不及反应就灭了。然后门这个地方，感觉东西出来了，先出去再说。什么东西？就是你们。
Relying on the last remaining talismans on him, the vlogger safely retreated, but he won't be so lucky next time. Dear friends, if you want to see more exciting content, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next episode.